What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Good afternoon, good morning. Gold pushing up. This is nice. This is nice. Apart from this candle not having a bottom wick. Pound yen still falling. Alright, I'm going to start with GJ. Okay, so pound yen is currently bearish. We've got yesterday's very long bottom wick to fill. We've come down majority of the way. Yeehaw, hello, hello, good afternoon. I mean, good morning for you. Good morning. So yeah, we've got this bottom wick to fill. This lower wick. And if it does break, I think we're looking at 197.2 area to get tapped. 4 hour. See, 4 hour definitely looks bearish. We've got support. We've got lower high, resistance. Still an hour and 30 till this candle closes, so I mean anything can happen. We're retesting a previous 4 hour support here, but based on the structure, I think pound yen comes down a little bit more. Ash, what's good? Good morning, good morning. Nice and early. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, downtrend structure looks like we've got a head and shoulders here on GJ. So yeah, I think GJ comes down a little bit more. To be fair, let's see what I've got marked up. So we've got the 4 hour support. Let's see if it retests Asian lows. But if we hold above here, then, you know, we could get a push back up. But pound yen, not really feeling the structure, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. But gold now. Gold. Gold, gold, gold. I'm still bullish on gold right now. I'm actually still bullish. I wrote in my notes this morning the same thing I wrote yesterday. Daily's creating a bottom wick. It's broken a previous high, which it did yesterday. It's creating a bottom wick, and I believe it once it flips bullish, it's gonna continue pushing up. Now, it didn't quite retest this resistance, but it did come into this resistance area. So really, I mean, as an area, this would be a daily resistance area, because we've got it closed bullish here, and then it opened and then came down a little bit higher, but we did tap it and have a little pullback. It's pulling back from that area, which would be expected because it's a resistance. But will it hold? Like I said, still very bullish on gold. Looking at the 4 hour, now I did anticipate this 4 hour candle was going to keep pushing up like we had yesterday, because we had a very nice support formed on the 6 a.m. candle, the previous 4 hour, and then we had a very small bottom wick on this current 4 hour candle. It broke the high and it started to push up, but it just didn't continue. As you can see, it tapped into a resistance and it's just dropped, but it's fallen right back down to this support, which has been holding pretty much since the day started. Call it this whole area here. So 34.20, as you can see, look, like I said, we tapped into this minor resistance. Well, it's not minor, it's a 30-minute resistance. Tapped it, created a resistance, dropped right back down, retested this support, and now it's pushing back up. So if this daily candle, I don't like that we don't have a bottom wick on this current 12:30 candle. So before the push up, I would like for this candle to come back down a little bit, create the bottom wick, and then gold continue up. But the structure of gold reminds me of yesterday, where we had, look, we had the lows, we had a lower low, higher low, and then a push up. What have we got here? We've got a low, lower low, higher low, and another higher low. So are we going to get that push up? That's what I'm looking to see. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to see on gold, but it's going to be a waiting game here now. It's gonna be a waiting game here now. What are you guys' thoughts? How's your London session been? How's your London session been? I actually did take some gold buys this morning. Where are my entries? Let me go over my entries. I did take some buys right from the support actually. If I go back to it, so my first entry was 2084. So 2084, what time was that? At 8:50. So this candle here, I guess I took it right before it closed, and it pushed up. I got 100 pips on that. Closed at 31.11. So about here-ish by the daily flip. And where did I get a second entry at 26? Second entry at 26. I don't see why I took that. That's not good. But yeah, got a couple entries as it pushed up, probably like using the lower time frames. And yeah, that was 50 pips. About 150 pips up today. Not bad. And I still think gold is going to continue, to be fair. I still think gold is going to go up. It's respecting this previous daily. Oh, this is the wrong one. That's why. It's respecting this support and Asian lows. So yeah, man. Gold to the moon. I'm glad we have no news again today. Another quiet news day, which is great. I think it's tomorrow that we have PMIs for like every pair. Someone is at your door. Give me 1 second. I think it's my delivery. Oh. What is my delivery? Man, I thought it was my delivery. I got all excited. I should actually looked at the bell. Alright, so yeah, gold, man, gold. I mean, look at the 1 hour time frame as well. Look at the 1 hour time frame. Higher lows. This would be nice if it continues up. Let's do that. Is it frozen? Seems like gold's not moving no more. Ash, are you in these buys? I feel like you're up early because you saw the move. You saw the move start like real early this morning. You caught GJ buys this morning. I mean sells. Let me see. Do you know what? I was too busy locked in on gold, but pound yen sells look great. Kind of similar to yesterday, where it respected the Asian highs and then just dropped. It looks exactly the same. I don't know, I probably wouldn't have got in here. The only reason I got in at this one was because it was like, it was a double confirmation. We closed bearish, sort of like back in the range, came down, came back up, rejected again. So it was this second rejection candle here that was my confirmation to get into the sales, kind of like a double top, and then I got in on the next candle. Actually, my trade was literally at the top of this candle, 199.12 it was, to be precise. I was looking over it. So that was that's why I took that. So today now, if this had, it's kind of like a double top here, but if we'd come back up, retest, like pushed above, came back, I would have got into the GJ sells. And then by the time it started dropping, you know, I don't really like to get into trades at the start of the new 4-hour candle, which it would have been here. And it just came straight down. And then look how the 4-hour candle closed, and then nah, didn't even make much of a top wick. Didn't make much of a top wick. But it's been a nice week so far. We've caught some decent trades. Decent trades. Even better trades if you held full positions and didn't close partials like me. But even the partials I closed have been like 90, 100 pips. So yeah, it's been nice. Some good trades. Alright, gold. When am I getting in for gold now? I'd have to get in if we close above this resistance. Up early because I've been missing the play. Monday and Tuesday were amazing setups, but I didn't catch since I was so late, so I made sure. I hear you. Facts, you have missed some moves this week. You have. You really have. Yeah, you're jumping in and we're already like 60 pips up. I got in not long ago, but I'm going to close this scalp. Not my best entry. But why is it covering your... But I do like the bias. Yeah, man, me too. Once this daily flips bullish, I think we're going to have a nice run. That 34.20 area. Yes, it was. That's where I caught my first trade this morning. My first trade this morning was down there. Because gold has really been holding at these supports. Like if it doesn't make new lows, it's going up. And it's been happening, look, all week. Well, since Monday. You had this support here. The support held. You had a massive push up. Yesterday, had a support, even though it's not super clean. Still, it's kind of like a minor inverted head and shoulders. You've got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, boom, up. And I think today is going to be the same. The only thing I don't like is this candle doesn't have a bottom wick. The only thing I don't like about today, about this the way the candles are setting up right now. So obviously no bottom wick means two things. For one, we know that price could come back down and create that bottom wick, but two, it might mean that there's just a lot of bullish pressure, a lot of bullish volume, and you know the volume was too strong to come for it to push down and make that wick. So right now I'm going with the volume because the 1 hour has a bottom wick and like structure wise it looks good. But I mean the next 30-minute we could retest this daily flip, we could come back down, create that bottom wick and then push back up. But look, we've got barely a top wick but then no bottom wick. It's just very, very tricky. But man, look at this. Definitely going to start taking more entries on stream off the support levels if I'm streaming at the time, because when the support holds on golds, it's nice. This was a nice push up. Same, no bottom wick. Yes, exactly. At least one of the candles has a wick for us, and that wick came down and tapped that support. And then even taking entries off of the support, I never take it right on the level. It's more of a zone. It's more of a zone. So it would be like this would be the whole, this would be the support zone right here. So anywhere in here, I will take a buy, and then I'll put a stop loss like below, like the low, which I did this morning. So when I had the sales at like 21, I had about 50 pips stop. I remember the stop loss was about 50 pips. So I got in just under 21. It's at 850s around here. Yeah, I remember it was like that. Yeah, I remember it was just around 50 pips, and then I got out just above the Asian, just above the flip. So that was my trade this morning. And it's not, I didn't wait for the candle to close. I just waited for it to push down, which is something that I've been doing in my back testing, which I need to upload. I keep forgetting. I need to upload that the second weeks for the GJ and gold back testing, like buying off of these support levels. But yeah, just like that, because we've got the support here. This is the second retest, and then this candle coming down. And if it had closed below, I would have closed the trades, but it closed above. So yeah, it was a, like I said, something I've been seeing. I'm back testing. So let's see how we get on today. We've had some real nice trades this week, man. Real nice trades. Real nice. Alright, I just want gold to clear this daily flip now. Just clear the daily flip. Close above 34.32. Because I really hope gold isn't just playing this range today. At least 70 pips a day on gold. Yo, facts. I mean, Monday, where did we get in? Monday we got in, I think I started early. It was here. Yeah, Monday was here. I remember the TP was 33.90, this 4-hour zone. Yep, that was nice. That would have been 170 odd pips. 160, 170 pips to the TP. And then yesterday the target was between 34.16, this 4-hour resistance, and then 34.20, and the entry was, it wasn't that low. Yeah, 34.08 was around here. So that would have been like 60, 70, 80 pips. Or if you held 120. So yeah, man, some real nice trades. Very simple, literally just some breakouts. Look at this wick down. When gold dropped yesterday, I thought, oh my god, it's pulling back from this 4-hour level. But it literally just spiked down and then came right back up and then continued. Because I was looking for re-entries. But the way this structure here, ideally taking a break at this high, this would have been perfect. Because we get like a continuation pattern when it forms like that. But yeah, man. See how this 15-minute candle closes. M5 looking like a short-term head and shoulders. Is the last shoulder on the pattern or no? Could be a temporary pullback. Where would the... So this, you're saying that this is the left shoulder here. Where's the little... What am I looking for? I'm looking for the little pen. Where's the little pen? We're gonna go for a highlighter. So are you saying this is the left shoulder? And this is the head. And then this is the right shoulder. Is that what you mean? Because looking at this, I'm thinking double bottom. I'm thinking 1 bottom, 2 bottom, neckline. Oh, not all 23. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'm seeing a M5 double bottom. I ain't gonna lie. But my bias is very, very bullish, and I'm married, engaged to these buyers. 120, 120. So I'm saying 34.45. Yes, potential right shoulder, but I do see the double bottom now. I definitely want bias too. Yeah, it's this support here for me is very strong, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a small pullback, because we still need that. We don't have this bottom wick right here, so a little 30 pip pullback wouldn't be Wouldn't it be crazy if it happened? I mean, even lower. It could come back down to this support or push back down and then create. As long as it closes above 34.22 on the 30-minute, we could get a higher low again. But we'll see. 1 o'clock candle's about to open. Or 8 a.m. for the US folks in the house. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, didn't need that. Another candle with no bottom wick just yet. I wouldn't take any buys here just because we're in the middle of this range. I personally wouldn't take any buys here, but you know, to each their own, innit? But as a quick scalp, as a super quick scalp, yeah, nah, I wouldn't. Like 50 pips, I still think we're gonna come down and maybe make a bottom wick. So if you get a bottom wick, 50 pips, but then it's only 20 pips to this resistance, which is quite a strong resistance. But I'm anticipating that price comes up to at least 34.40 anyway. You know? But if gold wants to continue pushing without making bottom wicks, then, you know, gold's going to do what gold wants to do, right? Gold's going to do what gold wants to do. GJ's holding at this support on the 4 hour. Poor Panyan. I ain't taken any... No, I did take a Panyan sell yesterday, actually. I was going to say I haven't taken any trades. Look at just... How easy we forget. And it was decent too. It was about a 60 pip sell on GJ. See, pound yen, I can just leave it, not worry about it. It's so slow. It's just one of those, you get into a good position, you can just hold it all day. You just hold it, do what you got to do, just check on it. Hit my TP, I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see what the 1 hour is looking like. So 1 hour created a nice support, nice top wick, break the high, should just continue right up. Little continuation pattern on the 15 if we break this high. Yeah, man, gold buyers are the one. What's your TP for today, Ash? I know you said you were, are you still holding your buys or you out? I think one thing I need to improve on is, like, I know what would make my trade invalid or why I would close. So if I was in buys, typically what I would do, or what I would think is, all right, I'm in some buys and then this candle's closed with no bottom wick. This is why a lot of the times I'll close, like when the candle closes, because I'm anticipating that price is going to come down and create this bottom wick. I'd rather take the profits that I've got and then look for a re-entry, because I have a feeling that price is going to come down. I closed those buys since my entry was at the M30 low. Got you. Nice little trade to start the day though. See, getting up early. Catch them early moves. I really believe this is the low of the day though. Like down here. 34.20s. I believe that is like the low. Look at the 4 hour. I want another 4 hour candle like these. This is what I want. I want these candles right here. Winfinity, what's going on? Long time, man, long time. You've missed some decent gold trades. Caught some bangers past 2 days. So you want us to try 34.50 monthly prior high area. Since we broke yesterday's high, it should be good to push, but got to see how things shape out. Once we get to that daily flip, it might be gone. Yeah, once gold flips bullish, the moves yesterday were good. Yeah, they were, man, they were. We got some nice entries. Yeah, if the daily flips bullish again, like one thing I've noticed with gold, if it's already broken the daily high, like if it breaks the yesterday's high really early, we get a pullback, we get a lower wick, and then it will re-break the high and keep pushing. Like I see that happen a lot. Like it's happened the past, well, it happened yesterday and the day before. Not the day before, it happened yesterday. We pushed up, came down, made a longer bottom wick, and then it just pushed up again. So I still think gold has some way to go. Definitely. It's been nothing less. Listen, it's been kind of slow, I can't lie. It hasn't been as many trades on stream. So I even need to stream a little bit longer, which is not bad, but most of the time, I think recently the trades have been either like right as the stream starts or after New York Open, which is normally when I end the stream. It's been some late volume. But I like gold right now. Even though the structure is not great, I still like the buys. But look, we've had as many retests of this resistance as we've had of, well, the supports had 4 taps, I guess. Oh, the resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just play this range all day. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. No, the buys look good. We just need to see. Look, we've broken that 4 hour high, respected the previous low. 1 hour structure looks good. We've broken the last lower high over here, creating higher lows. Only thing I could see pushing gold down would be some random tariff news or something like that, which I'm really hoping doesn't happen. Really hoping. But I don't know. I don't think Trump is focusing on tariffs right now. I heard he called Obama a traitor yesterday or something like that. Something's going on with Obama and Russia, and yeah, I need to look into that again. But I just hope the tariffs are in the back of his mind. We've got a nice quiet week. But it's next week. Next week, Friday, is when the tariffs kick in. So I do believe up until then, we could have some countries, you know, offer deals or reject deals or anything. Still have to look out for the tariff news, to be fair. Not much going on with this 1 o'clock candle. Oh, look at that. 5-minute double top. Maybe get a little pullback, create this bottom wick for down here. 24.25. 15 minutes broken the highs and the lows. Very curious to see how this 4-hour candle closes, because we don't have much of a body. So if it closes with indecision, you might just see a gold range for the rest of the day. But I really want to break out of this range. You know, they say the more taps of an area, the weaker it gets. So if we push up to this resistance, I'm expecting a break this time. So gold buys look better than sells, especially once the daily flips bullish. Yeah, if this daily does flip bullish, I think gold is good to go. Good to go. Like when I see candles like this, I either think, especially when the lows are so far away, like it would take a lot for gold to drop like 500 pips now and then re-break and then break yesterday's low, you know. So I don't see that happening. So yeah, that's why I'm just thinking bottom wick. So it's either going to close bullish today or with like a weak bearish candle, and we get a continuation pattern, and then tomorrow we just keep pushing up. But I'm sure tomorrow is PMIs. Yeah, tomorrow's PMIs. That's at 245. I don't think that's going to be enough to completely move the market and change the trend. But not much volume right now, is there? See what happens at 1:30. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne died. Oh, that's sad. Come on, gold, what are we doing? Five-minute does look like it wants to pull back, doesn't it? I don't normally look at the 5-minute time frame, but when price is not moving, it's good to see how it is moving within a range, how it's creating a range. It's got a little 5-minute double top, breaking the lows. Oh, there we go, getting a little drop. I think we're coming for this bottom wick. Not surprised. So where is it? Right here, 24, 25. Go on, come back for this bottom wick. Then I want to see the 5-minute create a support and then push back up. What are we waiting for? Just 16 pips. Actually got out at a good place. That's what I'm saying. You've got to lock in them profits, especially when you see something that makes you think price is going to come back. So I definitely would have got out my trade too. Do. Come on, gold. All right, 15 slip bullish again. I mean, I don't mind if gold wants to go up. I just want to have less reasons for gold to come down, i.e. this bottom wick right here. That's it. Need that bottom wick before the buys. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. But I mean, if we're just looking at the 15-minute, we've broken the low, respecting a high. So this could just be creating structure. Then we've got the resistance coming down, create a support, and then push back up, hopefully above the resistance, and then I'd want to come all the way up. 34.40 is my immediate target. And then after that, I don't think I have a target after that. I don't. I actually don't. Yeah, this is my target. Actually said 34.52, like the highs, right? If we get a nice little wick fill, that would be great too. I mean, oh wow, 3,500 this week maybe. It's a little 800 pips away. Not too bad. Alright, quick scalp sell to the bottom wick. Caught a quick scalp sell to nice. I mean, it looked good on the 5 minute. Definitely looked good. Alright, so we've finally got a bottom wick. 34.25. Now see how this 30-minute candle, well, it doesn't really matter how this candle closes. It matters what the next candle does. If we get a higher low, if we get a push up, we get a higher low, ideally a closure above this resistance, I'll be looking at some buyers. Nice catch. It was. Snatch them pips. Now I want price to show us buy signs. Hopefully no M30 engulfing. I know, right? As in, yeah, close below. Yeah, definitely. No engulfing, that'd be great. Snatchies. Listen, if you could scalp as quick as gold moves, you can definitely scalp like 30, 40, 50 pips a trade. If you can do that, you know, 2 or 3 times a day, so like maybe once or twice a session, you're looking at 100 to 200 pips without holding these, like the bangers. If you were just trading this range today, I mean, look, from bottom to top, 180 pips. Even if you got 100 pips on the way up, 100 pips on the way down, that's already your 200 pips for the day. Done. Alright, so 4 minutes. 4 minutes. See how this candle closes. But to be fair, how many trades are you taking a day session? So usually maximum 2 per session. Maximum 2 per session. But if I catch a trade that I like, I'll enter a couple positions. I'll enter a few. But normally I would say 1. Normally about 1 a session, to be fair. Normally about one trade, multiple positions in that trade. Because I'll look for re-entries, I'll look to add if price is going up. And if I catch a decent amount of pips on one trade, then I'll call it a day. Well, for that session anyway. Like London session today, I caught the buys up, caught 100 pips up, and then I closed, and now I'm looking for one more in NY. If I don't catch a trade by, say, 3 o'clock, then I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. And I took 2 positions on that the buys up this morning. So it's about 150 pips in total. And never, I try not to be in 2 trades at the same time. So like I won't be in a gold trade and then a GJ trade. I try not to. I think I did yesterday actually, but those GJ sells, I bought them really early. I bought them up here and I just held it. And then I think it closed me out. It closed me out during NY session. I had closed a bit higher. I had a 4-hour level. It was around the 50s. 4-hour level around here, and I just held it to TP. What's that indicator? Oh, this is, it just shows the Asian highs and lows. It's called Asian range. It's called Asian range. So it just shows the highs and lows of the Asian session. I normally keep it off, to be fair. It's normally off, but it's always here, yeah. So what you'd find is that gold will like respect Asian highs and lows. So how I would use it is say like price closed below the Asian lows, and then it closed back in a range. Once it closed back in the range and it didn't really drive down, this was my like buy signal. Then I just waited for a setup. And it was just creating higher lows and then pushed up. Like here, breaking Asian highs. Here, so it kind of closed below, but once it closed back in, right here, then again looking for buys. It's kind of like a fake out. It's like using it for a range. Using it as a range. And then also another thing would be if price breaks out of the Asian range, sometimes you get a retest. So like here, look, so it broke. We got a retest of the Asian lows, this bullish candle, retest, but didn't close back inside and then continued to drop. So it's literally using it like a support and resistance. Those fake out sweeps are nice. Yeah. Exactly. It's kind of like just like that. Everything is pretty similar, isn't it? It's pretty similar. Because if you looked at the chart without it, you can still see the same thing. You can still see the same thing. You know, you close below the support, close back in the range. It's a fake out. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I like my little. Sometimes I just like to see how big the Asian range is. So it's from like 5:30 and it starts at 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. our time to 5:30 is kind of the range that it has. It's probably a bit bigger than that, to be fair, because the Asian session closes about, what time does Asian session close? About 7 a.m, 7 a.m. our time, maybe 8. Alright, so love how this candle closed on the 30-minute. We've created the low, we've created the bottom wick, and then we've closed above, so we don't have that 30-minute engulfing. Perfect. So ideally this 130 candle will push bullish, create a higher low, and then we can look for some buys up. Alright, I just want this candle to close above this resistance. I don't think I'm asking too much. Just a little 60 pips. Just push up, close above, and then I'll be in on the next candle, which would be the next 4-hour candle. So that's the plan. That's the plan. That's my plan anyway. Alright, gold. Hopefully we can get out of this range. Now look, pound yen is respecting this 4-hour support. Looks like a nice place for it to start retracing and pushing back up. Look, we had a nice bullish engulfing on pound yen. I do like this. It's just the daily's bearish. No, I'd have to wait for the 4-hour candle to close, to be honest. Ideally, if it closes above 198.08, I'd expect the next one to just make a bottom wick and then push up, and then we'd have a higher low. So I'm gonna wait for GJ before I take any trades there. All right, gold looks like it's about to break this previous 30-minute low. Oh, gold's got further to drop. Okay. I wonder if it's going to come back and retest this support. If it taps this support again, I really think it might break. I really think it might break. I'm very curious to see how this 4-hour candle is going to close. You like these GJ buys? They look good, you know, I'm not gonna lie. They look good. Support formed, bullish engulfing, right off a 4-hour level. It's actually really, the buys actually look really good, can't lie. They do look really good. I mean, the price action on pound yen looks better than gold because we've got this clean range all the way up. Let's go to the high of the day up here. And look, we've got a low, higher low, higher low. 33.86 is interesting for me. That 2-hour candle has a tiny bottom wick. $33.86. That's a long way away, Winfinity. If gold does bleed, that would be a target for me. Oh, okay, okay. 33.86. 2 hour. How many time frames do you look at? Okay. I've never looked at a two hour time frame. Oh, it feels weird. 2 hour, look at that. Nice. Okay, down here, yeah. Maybe later in the week if the current zones break. Got you, got you. But I do like that. I think for me it probably would be a target down here anyway. Well, I'd aim for a little bit lower. Yeah, I'd aim for probably this 4 hour support. I use 4 hour levels, and I'd use this because we've got this clean push up. So if it was gonna drop, I'd look for, you know, a higher time frame support. And I like this area because it was a previous resistance. It's a really strong resistance. That's why I've got this massive yellow zone. It's a 4 hour zone. So if price does sell, I would look for a retest in this area. So I agree. I like those levels. 2 hour time frame is go. I might look at it. I might have a look. 2 hours. 2 hour time frame. I literally just stick to my same old, same old. I've just about used the 1 hour. And that's only because the reason I use the time frames the way I do is just because I don't want too many conflicting time frames. Like, okay, the 1 hour might be doing this, but the 1 hour might be bearish, but the 2 hours bullish, and then the 4 hours bearish as well. It's, yeah, I try to just keep it minimal, very minimal. Basically, it shows you levels the 4 hour doesn't at times. Got you, got you. Have you always used a 2 hour time frame? Two hours used for levels. Okay, got you. Yes. That's like me with the 1 hour. I just use that sometimes for levels, like support and resistance. That's it. I used to use the 10-minute time frame. Swear. The 10-minute time frame. Oh, it doesn't even let me. I need to sort out my trading view. I'm playing games. Doesn't want to let me see the 10-minute. Boom, 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 boom. I could do it on my broker. Alright, 15 minutes, still trending down. How did that work out? I used the 10 a few times before when M5 is noisy, it's not bad. I said it didn't. It didn't work out for you. Very funny. So I'm a simple guy. Facts. That's funny. Said 15 minute is my go-to. Good stuff. Because yeah, 15 minute, I know you got the 15-minute time frame. That's definitely your time frame. I used to use, yeah, exactly. But you know what, I think it's very trial and error, isn't it? You have to test things out, see what you like the look of, and then yeah, take it from there. Like Caswell used the 1 hour a lot, and he used to see things I didn't see, but I still just prefer the 30-minute. Eight cap. I'm not really feeling this gold structure, man. I'm not feeling it. I need it to do something. Just break out already. You guys are funny. So what we thinking on gold? What we got? What we thinking? Are we still liking these buys? What's everyone waiting to see? If for me, if gold comes back down, retest this support, I would have to wait for a support to form off of here. I'll need to see something like this, because I wouldn't, only because there's been so many taps of this level, I wouldn't take another entry right off this support, because I wouldn't trust that it wouldn't break. So I'll need, like, you know, just a bullish candle right off of the level, and then I'll take buys on the next one. But if we create a higher low, I just need to get out of this range. I definitely want to see gold move stronger, especially towards that daily flip. Yeah, the way it pushed up here, it had a nice push, but it didn't quite get to the daily flip, did it? And then it came back. But I would love, yeah, I do want to see price, you know, break the daily flip Said this range is boring. It has been all morning. Ugh, this is making me feel sick. It's been a little 20 pips. Not gonna lie, pound yen. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave pound yen. It's a nice push up on GJ, to be fair. Off that 4-hour level. I want to publicly say when I found your stream a while ago, now my trading's going through a rough patch. Watching one of your videos gave me clarity and got me back on track. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. That's nice. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. You know, I think trading is best when you keep it simple. Yeah, try to keep it simple. I can't believe gold just came back down like that. A little 30 pip drop. Do we think pound yen and gold is correlated? So pound yen's pushing up and our gold is coming down. Alright, there's a lot of times where, like, if I wasn't trading well, I'm looking for new things, and then, like, I've gone through that cycle of doing that. And I just thought, you know what, let me just go back to the basics. Let me stick with what I know. And then, yeah, sometimes you just gotta just be patient and just ride through it. Okay, gold back to 24.22 real quick, very quick. The thing with gold, anything can happen, especially with market open. It's like, I'm sure Trump waits until 9 o'clock to drop announcements. Because do you remember, was it last week? This right here. What time was this? Okay, this was later, but this move right here, 3:30, and then 4 o'clock, and then came right back down. This was a crazy pop. Stuff like this makes me very cautious. Never know what might happen. And we had this little rubbish. It wasn't even a massive range, was it? But it kind of was. Damn, gold. Now, if gold closes below 34.20, if we actually break this support, in fact, I'll need it to close below 34.19, below these Asian lows. And then I'll take the breakout. I'll take the sells down. It was an unexpected pop, big time. Let's see, look. It's 5-minute candle right here. A little 30 pips. Just want to see how this 4-hour candle closes in the next 8 minutes, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. $24.21. Man, look at these 1-hour candles. Look at these 1-hour candles. 92 pips. This one's 79 so far, and I still think it's got further to go. This push up, 75 pips. If this one can finally break, we've got 6 minutes. If it can come down and break this area here, I think we're gonna have some nice sells. I mean, we've got a very clean range below. How big is this range? If we're gonna take it all the way down, 357 pips. Ooh, if we get a good gold sell-off today, that would be nice. Little 4-hour wick fill. $33.86 is coming. I think it is, you know. I actually think it is. I said I wouldn't take no buys if we approach this area again, because the more taps, the weaker it gets. So this is going to be like the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's got to break this time. It's going to smack. Ooh, we can close below 34.19. I'm loading up some sells. This is why you can't marry a bias. So we had a support, and then we got a lower high right here. Let's see if we get that closure in the next 4 minutes. All right, we're in the 34.20s. Yeah, I think these sellers might be coming. Have to wait for this candle to close. That daily didn't want to flip bullish again as well. Let's see if it re-breaks its own low. 34.16. Are you still trading the same? Yeah. Same support and resistance and trends. So for here, I'll be waiting for a breakout, so a closure below, and then I'll be in some sells. If I was bullish, like if the daily and 4-hour were currently bullish and price came down here to this support, I'd wait for support to form and I'll take the buys up. So same old. So yeah, right now I'm waiting for a breakout, but I want it to clear this Asian low. And obviously the support here. This is a nice little area. Man, look where these 5-minute candles keep closing. I don't even use the 5-hour time frame, but 5 minutes, sorry, I've been really pushing up from this support. Gold might just really play this range. Oh, nope. That was a nice drop. Like nearly 20 pips. Look at that. Just support and resistance, support and resistance. I don't like this volume. That's I'm not really feeling this volume. Down 15 minutes looks like a head and shoulders too. Oh yes, this looks better. This looks better than the 5 minute. This actually looks way better than the 5 minutes did. Yeah, it doesn't look like a double bottom anymore. Alright, so if we do have a head and shoulders pattern here, we've got the neckline all the way, the head up there, neckline down here. So 120 pips. First target would be 34.08. And then continue down. We can get this 4-hour wick fill. Like, even though I see patterns, I don't necessarily take entries where I'm supposed to on the patterns. So normally the entry for head and shoulders would be when the neckline is broken. Alright, 10 seconds. I'm gonna give us a little drop, little closure below. But you know what? Even if it doesn't close below, oh, just about close below the support. What is this? 4-hour close, very strong bearish. Not much of a bottom wick. Alright, we need a 4-hour top wick. I think gold is gonna sell, you know. Man, not really much of a top wick either. It's not giving me any chance to even get in. It's just dropping. Man. Trading view's moving too slow for me as well. Oh man, only thing I don't like as well is that we didn't really close below the Asian lows, so this could just be a 4-hour bottom wick and then we come back up. But I mean, look, we've got the 4-hour wick fill already. We've broken the previous 4-hour low, got a lower high on the 4-hour. The sells definitely look good. Yeah, gold left me, man. Gold left. Gold left me. Now, this is a closure below, but it's a very, very small closure below. Not much of a top wick for the 4 hour, but the same thing literally happened yesterday. Where was it? Yesterday was the same. You had the breakout, a closure above, very small 4 hour bottom wick, and then we just rebroke the high and was gone. So I mean, it could be the same thing for this pullback. The clean range is, you know, for the sells. Woo! Oh, TradingView's not keeping up with this push. This sell might create a H4 bottom wick as H1 goes under prior low on RSI, which might be potential hidden divergence. Yeah, I've got to wait, man. I don't see anything. Let's see. I don't know. We've got, I like when gold moves through clean ranges. I like clean ranges, and this is a very clean range for gold to move through. So what I would need to see now for some sells, would be a retest. So a support formed, a pullback, a retest, and then a resistance, and then I'd get in on some sells, but it's gone. It's ran without me now. It's running without me now. It's a nice drop, man. Nice drop. Even to get in, I just definitely wasn't quick enough. Not much of a top wick for a 4 hour candle. And it just popped. Look at that. 68 pips. Oh, I'm gonna have to chill on gold. I won't be getting into a trade for at least another, I want to say like another hour now, because I need, like I said, I need structure now to get into anything. I can't get in right here. I can't get in right here. Look, pound yen. If it doesn't break this low, would I say we might get a support push up? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. No entries for me right now. No setups just yet. No setups. Got the closure below, but it was a very, very, very tight closure below. And yeah, not much of a top wick, so even a stop loss would have been 76 pips. Not even a 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Back tomorrow. I don't think I'll be streaming PMIs because it's quite late into the session for both pound yen and gold. But yeah, same time again. Same time again. Same time again. Peace out, guys. What did I say? Very quick movement. Listen, way too quick for me. Way too quick. And I'm looking at TradingView, and TradingView is moving way slower than my broker is, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do, eh? Alright, guys, later. See you later, Winfinity. 33.86 coming. Peace out, Benny, Rosie. Yeah, this thing is gone.